Finally, I need to catch up on lives and everything, and kind of whispering because it's late and my parakeet is has gone to sleep. But finally, I just needed to like come on and share this with you guys because by tomorrow everyone's going to have shared this. But been waiting for this for so long.
So it is important in times like these to have a distraction. And that's why I want to personally extend my gratitude to Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively. Thank you for providing us with that distraction. I'm grateful. I think we're all grateful. And I think we're good. I think everybody in this room, no matter whose side you're on, we can all agree to accept that there's probably not going to be a sequel. It ends with us, guys.
Are we good? Are we good? I'm not gonna lie that the last couple of days I've taken a little time to like just I don't know, rest. I am feeling so much better today, but I was so burned out because it was just one thing after another. And part of me, when heard that the lawsuit is like a year from now, part of me felt daunted. Daunting, felt it daunting. So I kind of can understand her stance on we're good. That was how I felt when they first had this. When the first complaint came out. But yeah, I cannot tell you. I cannot tell you the joy that this brought me because everyone's been just so like mum around this. Everyone's been like just so quiet around this. No one said anything. No one has whispered anything about this. Why? I can understand being scared. Come on, everyone's that scared to touch this. They've been reading the lawsuit. They have opinions. And some people like SNL, I was just shocked that they didn't touch it because they say it was so much worse things, so much more scary stuff. And my gosh, like I haven't watched SNL in a long time, and I watched it the last 2 times just for this reason, and Weekend Update, and also, like, with Colin Jost being on there and, Scarlett Johansson, I wonder, like, maybe that's a little too close to home, maybe that's you know but come on, they say, like, crazy things. I can't believe the stuff that they say, and they haven't said anything about this? It does not look good. It does not look good, but out of anyone, I really haven't watched or, seen Chelsea that much, but, hi. Hi, Angel. I was just playing this I'll play this clip again, but you probably have already seen it, but, I've not watched Chelsea that much, or at all really, but I one thing that I think of when I think of Chelsea Handler is authentic, just completely no filter, and fearless. So out of anyone in Hollywood, I guess it makes sense that she's the first one that I've seen that I don't know. Has anyone else mentioned this as a joke? No. So I'll play it one more time, in case you haven't. But yeah, she introduces herself as like your DEI host.
So it is important in times like these to have a distraction. And that's why I want to personally extend my gratitude to Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively. Thank you for providing us with that distraction. I'm grateful. I think we're all grateful. And I think we're good. I think everybody in this room, no matter whose side you're on, we can all agree to accept that there's probably not going to be a sequel. It ends with us, guys.
So that was a clip one more time. And yeah, very short. I don't watch these awards. Who thought this is the one to watch? Who thought? Um, but yeah, any thoughts? Let me know. Again, this was just like a quick little thing. Tomorrow I'll be back, or I don't know tomorrow. I don't know what we're doing tomorrow, but for sure, Monday, I am back, 8 o'clock p.m. My lives. I have a video lined up. I'm creating the presentation for it. That sounds that sounds boring, but it's not gonna be boring. Um, hey, I did not. Was it on Instagram or on here? Does YouTube have messages? I always kind of got confused. But yeah, hi everyone who's joining. I was just playing Chelsea Handler's Critics' Choice Awards. There was one more thing that I wanted to say to what she says. Oh gosh. It was like something that, oh, oh, because she mentioned it was like a great distraction. And I've mentioned this, I think, in one other live. I was I was in a pretty depressed place when this started happening. Um, like mid like Christmas to like when this blew up, I was having a very lost, depressed time. And it's so weird to think about that because she's talking more about like political craziness, which is I was watching some things last night and I just it just filled me with fear. What is going on? It's chaos. Um, it's just like, are we in 2025? Are we in a different universe? What the heck is going on? But yeah, it is definitely a good distraction for us, and I think that's also maybe why it caught on so much. What do you guys think? Um, to be on Jen's podcast. Oh, really? Oh, interesting. We're all going to cover that one as soon as that comes out. Do you know when that podcast episode is going to come out, P? Did you see the crew of the film is starting to break silence? I did not. No, I did not see anything. I've been I'm sorry, but I've been like taking I thought it was just going to be yesterday, but I did have to drive like 2 hours, 3 hours away today, one way and back to don't judge me, for my parakeet vet appointment. And so I was like off the grid today completely. So I'm fully rested now and I'm ready to tackle and like investigate again and bring all this stuff. But yeah, Jen's Talk podcast or POS on February 10th. Okay. That's like Monday. Saw it on Reddit. You have a pause in the chat. Um Wait, I have a pause in the chat? What? Um, yeah, wait, but where did you message me? On what platform? But yeah, wait, to finish my first thought, and I'll look and see about the like crew. Gosh darn it, I just want to be here and just investigate and talk about this now. Also, everyone who's joining, I'm whispering because my parakeet has gone to bed. So I'm like, I don't even know. Yeah, I see it. Um, yeah, I'm trying to be mindful. Um, I am one crazy person like that. Um, I don't even like. There's so much crew. Like the main crew is breaking silence. I don't know. It's crazy. I also heard I think everyone on here watches Donna and I was catching up. I started catching up with her when I got back home and she mentioned that Jenny Slate used to say jokingly or I don't know, we don't know that she used to like hit Chris Evans or something. So yeah, if that's truly out there, that podcast is out there or, is retrievable, that not tidbit, that blurb, that whatever, then yeah, I don't think in court, I don't think that'll like be a good witness or corroborator for Blake Lively if she was the one that was going to happen. Oh, but yeah, to just like end my one like branch. Yeah, once I started covering this, and again, I had no audience about this. I just was intrigued by this. And I felt so personally about it in terms of like the filmmaking aspect. And I just felt like I didn't feel like triggered like a personal attack as a filmmaker because I'm not I have not had that much experience as a director or, definitely not as much as an actor, but I've had enough just to be like, "Ooh, this is like my territory." Like I understand this kind of playing field a little bit more than probably anything else, because it's my passion and I love this field. So, and there were things, and then just also the movement, the psychology of it, the philosophy of it, of like feminism and just empowerment of like humanity. So it just caught on to me, and I just lifted out of the depression. So I also kind of related to Chelsea's, you've been a wonderful distraction, Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively. And I mean, I hate to say it because they're suffering a lot, like financially, emotionally. Both of them are emotionally suffering for sure. We see this and we're like having a lot of like interest in the lawsuit and the drama of it. But to be in a lawsuit, I can't even imagine like the actual legal implications that they have on them, and to prove I mean, it's like no one's going to jail or anything over this, but like it's still like scary. So yeah. um they aren't specific. Oh, I posted the information on your latest snippet, but it's gone now. It's gone. Where do these things disappear? Like messages and things. Like I said, I'm so sorry. I just burned out. I just completely burned out. And the day before, I mean, yesterday, I had like a migraine. So I have to catch up with everyone's like comments and everything. But like, I'm sorry that like that went away. Um, but yeah. Okay. Gents Talk podcast. Well, I'll definitely look out for that one. Thanks for the heads up. Thank you so much for the heads up. Because I'm just like by myself trying to find all of this information out, and I suck at research. So I must really be invested in this because I found a lot of stuff. Um yeah. So Angel, they aren't specific. Here is an article in the Rolling Stone, and podcaster have been getting hit up. They are starting to talk, and it's not good for Blake Lively. Yeah. Yeah. We're still waiting on the amended complaint or lawsuit from Blake. When I heard people mention that it was coming like Friday today, I was like shocked because my what I heard in that hearing, or what I read, I didn't hear anything, but what I read, from that independent, what was it, inner critic, independent or something. Sorry, was that they had 2 weeks, and I was like, they're for sure going to take the 2 weeks because they want to get enough people that they can on this, and just they have to like come with their own bang. So they for sure will take 2 weeks because it sounded like, from what I was reading, it sounded like they probably would have wanted more even. But the judge was like, no, you have 2 weeks. That was my interpretation, but everyone was expecting it today. I mean, it still could come. I don't think it'll come tomorrow, right? But yeah. But yeah, I'll look out for all the things. I'm gonna do an updated video either tomorrow morning, or I might just, enjoy our weekend, and then Monday for sure at 8 p.m. on Monday, I will be here. and we're going to cover whatever comes out in the meantime in my review, and we can chat about it. Um, but yeah, cool. I'm so happy. I mean, I hate to. I feel like I feel bad. Like I should feel really bad, but I'm just so happy Chelsea like finally said something. Cause come on, there's been worse things that have been joked about and talked about, and no one was touching this. It was just looking like, how powerful are these people? Why are you not touching this with a 10-foot pole? Like, yes, it's SH allegations, but I feel like when I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. When other things like, Harvey Weinstein and everything, when that came out, weren't people like talking about it in like monologues or whatever? Like it and this is so specific, like it's so like I don't know, maybe it's just too loaded and people haven't really wrapped their heads around how to talk about it. I don't know. Yeah. Well, yeah, I expect Chelsea not to believe her. I just feel like Chelsea just, like, knows BS. Again, who knows? Maybe we'll find out that it's not BS, but, um, it for sure looks like that right now. It's not gone so well. It's not aged so well. And I'm just, like, so curious, like, how many people how like, I wish someone they're on the Bachelor Nation side of things. There's one like channel or podcast that they do like statistics or they have statistics as their background and they do all these like counts and whatever. I wish someone would do a snapshot of this before the movie premiere, before the press tour, starting there, how many people liked either of these and how many people didn't like them. So like having two charts, like Blake and Justin, green, good sentiment, red, bad sentiment, whatever. And then, you know, the timeline through the press tour leading up and everything they did leading up through the like premiere through all of these months up to now. I'm so curious how many people and also like a different chart just specifically on how many people like were pro Blake when she came out with a complaint, because I think like a lot of us I was, even though I had like I felt guilty, I'm like, I just, if this is true, and it has to be true, right? Because who says this stuff? And like if this is true and she's a woman, if this is true, like I couldn't reconcile the image of Justin, because it's one thing when you're like thinking of other people that have some sort of like you can tell some things there or whatever, or I don't know, but I just like it was just so hard for me to reconcile. But I believed her. Like I was like more than 50-50. I was like, maybe I wasn't 100% on Blake, but I was like 80-70, even though I was like so conflicted. I didn't wanna do that to Justin, even though I wasn't, like, a huge fan either. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know. I think a lot of us were definitely pro Blake, supporting her, like, "Whoa, this is really creepy. This is so messed up." And then the New York Times, lawsuit made me like, I don't know. Okay, maybe it's not all that. I don't know. I would say maybe 50-50, maybe even 60 pro Blake, I don't know. And then when he dropped his lawsuit and I just read the first paragraph, I was like, I have a feeling this will change completely. And I read that whole 168 pages. I cannot believe it. That's like, I've read The Good Earth. Has anyone read The Good Earth? That was like the longest book I ever read and almost the only book that I ever read. And I had to have the audiobook at the same time as like reading it. I can't believe I read this lawsuit. I was that invested and I was that shocked and moved, and still left the door open for Blake. even after reading his lawsuit. The door was open. My friend didn't believe me. I lost a friend over this because she was very triggered and just related very much to Blake's situation, I guess, and her claims. And like I understood, and I was trying to like be um obviously like sympathetic and not sympathetic, empathetic, compassionate, like, you know, but, was also, like, really open-minded and was already a lot pro-Justin, but I still was very open-minded, like, it had Blake wouldn't just, like, say that after things and things and things have come out, and yes, someone's past isn't necessarily relevant, and bad people can still be bullied, can still be harassed, etcetera, etcetera. True. But the context, it's like when you have like all these pieces together and you're putting the puzzle, and the puzzle looks like, a puzzle of a fruit basket and not like of a tree. You have to listen to what you're seeing. When all of these pieces are coming together, it's like, how can I convince myself this fruit basket is not that? I don't know why I said fruit basket because that can have a connotation. I don't mean that. Like I don't know, a puzzle of like paper towels. I don't know. Like, how can you try to convince yourself you're not seeing paper towels when they're right in front of you? And that's been hard. And so over the weekend, when he released the amendment, the door was closed. It's not locked, but the door is closed. So, yeah. How did I even get to that? Yay! Hi, Dis. You're new. Welcome. And what did you think of Good Earth? I I really liked it. Um, I don't know because it was like fiction, but it was like historical fiction. Like it was meant to teach you about a certain time, and so I really enjoyed that. But I read The Alchemist and something else. No, I think just The Alchemist since that's all. Um, and I got my I actually purchased Man Enough. Um, Not sure that I'll read it. I think I purchased it more in support, honestly. Um, Not because I don't wanna read it, but because it's really hard for me to read, and we have so much to read. And now I'm doing, so I do Meisner classes now, and so I'm, doing this Meisner class, and for one of the, instructors, we need to read a play or something like that, and so it'll be a lot of reading with all of this too, but yeah, um, yeah, yeah. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry, my slow mode is on. I didn't That's so interesting. I didn't check it. I didn't like, click on that. Hmm, that's weird. I'm so sorry. I hate that. I hate that. Yeah. Hopefully the next time I'll make sure that it's not. I hate that. I'm so sorry. Ugh. They shouldn't even have that. I don't even know why that's useful because when there's a lot of people on too, it's like, sorry, there's like no way to catch up anyway. So like I don't understand the slow mode thing of the chat. But yeah, believe it. I still verified need. I read the CRD and was not. The text looked weird. It felt not plausible. Yeah. Since the Blake's amendment is not out yet, if they don't release it on Monday, I'll probably start reading that one. Or maybe I'll read it just I don't know over the weekend. Again, I don't even know. Um, but yeah, because apparently there's like something with Jamie Heath and his apartment, inviting someone over. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like there's stuff in there that I wanted to watch. But anyways, I'll play this one more time. I think again everyone kind of saw it, but I'll play it one more time. Just like I don't know. I'm just really like it feels like a relief, like finally. And then I'll learn. All right.
So it is important in times like these to have a distraction. And that's why I want to personally extend my gratitude to Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively. Thank you for providing us with that distraction. I'm grateful. I think we're all grateful. And I think we're good. I think everybody in this room, no matter whose side you're on, we can all agree to accept that there's probably not going to be a sequel. It ends with us, guys. So it is.
All right. Well, with that final third time of playing this, my headache's returning. I think I don't know. Maybe I'm developing an allergy to lives. Um, Thank you so much for being here. Always for all the comments and support. I will get to them as soon as I can. I'm so sorry for the past 2 days. I've been just like out of commission. And there have been these little tidbits like, oh, I have to say something. Like yesterday was the Taylor Swift, like, oh no, like I don't want to be involved with Blake Lively and blah blah. Of course, the NFL is going to get a lot more viewers just for minutes. I don't think they're going to like, I'm not going to watch the whole thing, but I'll definitely tune in like, "Is she there? Is she there?" And then we're all going to leave. But yeah, let me know if you are going to check out the Super Bowl just for a few minutes just to see if Blake Lively is there. Because even though there's been like the distancing from Taylor Swift, never say never. People talk a lot about, like, the godparent part of it. I don't really understand that. I get it's a religious thing, but it's a religious thing. Now, even, like, blood relatives can be disowned. So I I just don't see that being like, "Oh, well, I guess we have to be friends. I guess we have to be in each other's lives," or even if they are, in each other's lives just for that part. Like, I don't if they burned the friendship between themselves, whoever did or whatever, um, it doesn't matter. That's my belief. But I might be the only one. I might be in the minority. Um, okay, yeah. Yeah, Reddit. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I don't know what to do with Reddit. That just I need to learn a whole different platform. Goodness. But yeah, I think Reddit also probably, I don't know. It just feels overwhelming because I don't know how many people have iPhones and how many people have, well, anything but and right now iPhones are unfortunately going in not the best direction either, but I get distracted when there's no like color coding and ease of reading. Like I need accessibility to some degree. And I feel like Reddit is just like so overwhelming. But I also feel like that's probably a good place to get updates, right? Um, because there's no other place. You have Google Alerts, but I've not discovered that being a very useful way to go about it. And yeah, and I'll check out Reddit. I've already kind of dabbled in it because, yeah, it is useful. Um, Someone found a clip of a British actress. Excuse me. She was a lead in Dune, like the original Dune or the new Dune. Talking the most difficult actor she worked with. Hmm, okay. I'm going to quickly search for that. And then, and then I'll go. Um, oh, Google. He promoted Dune Part 2, but wasn't in Dune. Why is he promoting all these movies that he's not a part of? Is this a new thing? Is this kind of like influencers, but in Hollywood, you're just going to promote other people's movies? Because are you getting a cut for promoting other people's movies? I don't. What? I don't understand this. Why the heck is he promoting? What the heck? Okay. Um, oh, is this one? No. I don't see anything here besides this that he's promoting Dune. Again, like I said, I'm terrible at research. So, and Google's AI sucks. I put Dune British actress Ryan Reynolds. Okay, not the best prompt, but all the right words. Ryan Reynolds is a Canadian actor who was born in Vancouver, British Columbia. He is not known to have acted in Dune, but he has appeared in many other films and television shows. Google, your AI is not very intelligent. It's not very I. It's not very I. Um, well, I'll look this up. I'll add in what was the other thing? I'll keep an eye on the podcast, the Gents podcast. I'll add it to what did Angel say? Oh, the crew coming out, starting to like trickle out with their thoughts. And then I'll add this, and then I'll do either again, like I said, a live quickly in the morning tomorrow, like around noon tomorrow Eastern time. Um, and if I don't get to it, because I'm trying to be like mindful of my health right now, um, and I'm trying my best to like be here. I'll definitely talk about it on Monday about these three things, right? Because the podcast, the 10th is on Monday, right? 7, 8, 9. Yep. Okay. And then we'll talk about the Super Bowl, which probably she's not going to be there. I also feel like she's not going to be like, I can't imagine if Taylor and her are either scheming together to not look like they're friends anymore because it's like better for both of them, but they're friends behind the scenes, or if they're really not friends anymore. I don't see, without Taylor's support, Blake would just, I would not put myself through that. I know we know she's looking like she's not getting how bad this is for her, but I think she's getting at least that. Like I couldn't. So I don't know. But I mean, I'm not her. Um okay. Yeah. Yeah, just comment below P. So sorry about the other one though that got just deleted, or did you delete it? No, like it just kind of disappeared. Um I don't know. Maybe I'll find it. Maybe it's somewhere in my, yeah, maybe it's somewhere in my notifications again. Like I just haven't had a chance to like sit down and go through that, but I will. For sure I'm doing that tomorrow morning if I don't do a live as well. So anyways, have a wonderful night. Happy Friday, happy weekend, and let's enjoy the quiet before the storm because I'm sure there's going to be another storm coming. And I'll talk to you guys later, tomorrow, Monday, something like that. Bye. Good night.